Today I will go to the next one, that is viscosity. Before we going to that one, take a two vessel, take a glass vessel that is filled by one vessel is glass vessel is filled by honey, and another glass vessel is filled by water. So this is honey and this is filled by water. The both vessels falls down, then this vessel, the water is filled by glass is filled by water. This vessel is completely empty, but this vessel is not completely empty. The some portion of the honey is attached with the surface of the water the vessel. Some portion or some part of honey is attached with surface of this vessel, but this is that is the not attached, not at that water drops not attached with this surface of the water is the vessel. Why? Because of that is the viscosity. Now what is meant by viscosity? Here consider the water is the fluid, or that is the honey, and that is placed on the horizontal surface. That is placed on the horizontal surface. And that liquid, that honey is divided into different layers. Imaginary, that is the divided into different layers. And the see this layer P, Q, R, S, T, like that. That is the different layers. Say this is the XY is the horizontal surface. That is the your this layer motion, this layer motion is opposed by the this layer, and this layer motion is opposed by this Q layer, and this S layer motion is opposed by R layer, this T layer is opposed by S layer, like that. See these are the what are the motion of the one layer is opposed by the adjacent layers of the what is the honey, or in other words that is the other liquid, or that is the fluid. So this opposition, that is the opposition to the flow of opposition to the flow of opposition to the flow of that is the adjacent layers of the water is the adjacent layers of the water is the liquids. That such a property is called as the viscosity. Or in other words, according to definition, we say that one, the property of the water is that liquid by virtue of which it opposes to the water is the relative, it opposes to the relative motion of its relative motion of the water is the liquid, adjacent layers of the water is the liquid, that is called as the viscosity, that is called as the viscosity. The property of the liquid by virtue of which it opposes to the adjacent layers of the liquid motion, or it opposes to the what is the motion of the liquid by the two adjacent layers of the liquid. Such property is called as the viscosity. So see this one, this layer motion is opposed by the this layer, this motion yeah, this layer this layer motion is opposed by this one, this layer motion is opposed by this layer motion is opposed by this layer, like that, that is the say this layer motion is opposed by this layer. Okay, that is the adjacent layers of the liquid that is opposite to the motion of the liquid. Such property, which property? That is the opposing property, that is called as the water is the viscosity, that is called as the water is the viscosity. For example, that is the honey. Honey is the good example for the viscosity. Honey viscosity is greater than the water viscosity. And the castor oil, that is the castor oil, that viscosity is greater than water, is greater than water. Water viscosity is greater than, that is the air viscosity. Okay, that is we are easily walk on the air media, but we are not easily walk in the water media because of water viscosity is greater than the air, that is the viscosity. And the next one, that is the your tangential force, which tends to, that is the opposite to the relative motion between its adjacent layers of the liquid, that is called, that force is called as the viscous force. That is the viscous force. That is the viscous force is the one force which opposes to the viscous force, which opposes to the water is the, or your tangential force, for which to opposes to the relative motion between its adjacent layers of the liquid, adjacent layers of the liquid. Such force is called as the viscous force. That is the viscous, that is the force. And that is the your example for the your viscous force or viscosity is honey is the viscous liquid, castor oil is the viscous liquid, and water is viscous liquid compared to air. But here in the comparing the honey and water, honey is the viscous fluid or viscous liquid. Castor oil and water is considered, castor oil is viscous fluid than the water. Like that, that is the water is the viscosity. And now we go to the next one, that is the coefficient of viscosity. Next, we go to the next one, coefficient of viscosity. Coefficient of, that is the viscosity. Clear? So coefficient of viscosity is represented by, that is the nu. Okay, that is the represented by, that is the nu. So that definition is coefficient of viscosity, shearing stress to the strain rate, to the strain rate, to the strain rate. So your shearing stress, it means what? Already you are studied, that is F by A. And the strain rate, that is V by, that is the V by, that is L. So that is the what is the your, that is the coefficient of viscosity is F into L divided by A into, that is V. A into, that is V. So that unit is coefficient of viscosity, unit is, force is measured in Newton, that is the length, that is measured in meter, area unit is meter square, velocity unit is meter per second. Therefore, the coefficient of viscosity unit is Newton second per meter square, or that is another unit is Pascal, that is the second. Pascal, that is the second, or that is the another unit is Poisson. Another unit is Poisson. That is the another unit is, that is the Poisson. PO. So that is the what is the Poisson. Poisson is another unit of the coefficient of viscosity. It means what? That is Newton per meter square second. Okay, or Pascal second. This is the coefficient of viscosity, that is the unit. And the next one is, that is the relative viscosity. Relative viscosity. Relative viscosity. Relative viscosity, it means what? Viscosity of the liquid. Viscosity of the liquid. Viscosity of the liquid divided by viscosity of water. Viscosity of water. Viscosity of, that is the water. This is the relative velocity, relative viscosity. relative viscosity is equal to viscosity of the liquid divided by viscosity of the water. Okay. Now that is the effect of viscosity on the temperature. The effect of the viscosity on the temperature. Viscosity of liquid. Viscosity of liquid. Viscosity of liquid decreases. Viscosity of liquid decreases with increase in the temperature. With increase in the temperature. With increase in the temperature. And the viscosity of gas is increases with increase in the temperature. Viscosity of gas. Viscosity of gas increases with increase in the temperature. With increase in the temperature. With increase in the temperature. The effect of that is the viscosity on the basis of that is the temperature. Okay, viscosity of liquid decreases with increase in the temperature. Viscosity of gas increases with increase in the temperature. Clear? So this is the relative viscosity is viscosity of the liquid divided by viscosity of that is the water. And now we go to the water is the next one, that is the water is the your terminal velocity and the Stokes law. Terminal velocity and the Stokes law. Now we go to the next one. See, this is the one glass vessel. This is the one glass vessel. In this glass vessel, the liquid is there, or you take the water also. You take the water also. Now one spherical body drops in this water. One spherical body drops in this, that is the water. Then as velocity of this spherical body is increases, velocity of this spherical body is increases, even the velocity of that fluid or liquid or water is also that is the increases. At particular that is the velocity, the weight of this body is equal to the weight of this, that is the body, that is at particular velocity, that weight of this body is equal to the viscous force, or in other words, the viscous force is equal to the weight of this body at a particular velocity. Then that is moving with that same velocity, or that velocity of the body attains the same velocity or constant velocity when that is the viscous force is equal to the weight of that body. So such velocity is called as the terminal velocity. Such velocity is called as the terminal velocity. Such velocity is called as the what is the terminal, that is the velocity. Clear? So that is the what is the here, that is the, this is the viscous force, and this is the upward force, and this is the your weight of the body. So this is the what is the your the velocity, terminal velocity. Say this is Vt, this is viscous force, and this is the upward, that is the force. The weight of the body acting vertically downward. So W is equal to M into G. So that is the M is the what is the volume 4 by 3 pi r cube into rho into acceleration due to gravity. And the next one is, that is the upward thrust to the what is the weight of the liquid, that is the displaced. So that is Q is equal to M dash into G 4 by 3 pi r cube, that is the into density into, that is G. And your, that is the viscous force acting downwards, viscous force acting vertically, so that is the upward direction, then 6 pi nu r into Vt, where nu is the coefficient of, that is the viscosity. Nu is the coefficient of viscosity, r is the radius, v is the terminal velocity. Okay, that is the your W is equal to, that one is the what is the W is equal to what is the U plus F. W is equal to U plus, that is the F. W it means what? That is 4 by 3 pi r cube rho into Z is equal to U, it means what? 4 by 3 pi r cube density into Z plus 6 pi nu r into Vt. So this term is taken this side, 4 by 3 pi r cube into G into bracket rho minus sigma density is equal to 6 pi nu r into Vt. So that is pi, and this pi is cancel it, and this q and this r is cancel it. So this r is taken to the denominator, and nu is also taken to the denominator. Therefore 4 divided by 18 r square into G into rho minus sigma, that is the nu is equal to Vt. This is the terminal velocity expression. Terminal velocity expression. Okay, this is about the your terminal velocity. Clear? Now that is we go to the next one, that is the terminal velocity is depends on the square of the radius, and the inversely proportional to the coefficient of viscosity and directly proportional to the difference between the your spherical body and the liquid difference between the spherical body density and the liquid density. Okay, this is about the what is the your that is the viscosity. In the today class we are discussed about the what is meant by that is the viscosity and the definition of the viscosity and the coefficient of the what is the viscosity and the terminal velocity of the viscosity and the next one is the what is the Reynolds number. The next one is the Reynolds, that is the Reynolds number. That is the Reynolds number. It is a pure number. If that pure number decides the nature of the flow of fluid, it decides the nature of the flow of fluid. If that number is less than 1000, if that is the pure number is less than 1000, that is the streamline flow. And if the number is more than that is the 2000, so easily we say that one the nature of the flow of fluid is turbulent flow. That is the turbulent flow. Then that number that is the decides the Reynolds number decides the nature of the flow of fluid. That number is less than 1000, then we say that is streamline flow, and that number is more than 2000, that is says the what is the turbulent flow of the fluid. Okay, and this is the what is the Reynolds, that is the number. Now we go to in the next class, that is the surface tension. Today in this class we are discussing about the viscosity and the examples for the viscosity, coefficient of viscosity, that is the viscosity, and that is the next one, the coefficient of that is the viscosity, relative viscosity, the effect of temperature on the viscosity, effect of temperature on the viscosity, and the what is the Reynolds number, and the Reynolds, that is the number. These are, and the terminal velocity, that is the derivation. Clear? Here, that is the r is the radius, g is the acceleration due to gravity, rho and sigma are the density of the body and density of the liquid, and nu is the coefficient of viscosity. And this is the terminal velocity, that unit is meter per second. And viscous force, that formula is that is the this one, say this is the viscous force, and the last one is the Reynolds number. Okay, then continuing in the next class.